young and healthy people have little risk of having a serious reaction to the disease. And so this simply seeks to focus in future emergency or current emergency orders on protecting, restricting people who actually have the disease and are contagious, rather than broad general restrictions on the public and people who are at no risk of spreading the disease. We can't pretend that these general orders don't have significant health consequences. Like I said, whenever you cause businesses to shut down, people lose their job, lose their health insurance, and earlier we even had a moratorium on quote, elective procedures, and elective procedures included, screening for cancer and things like that. And we don't know how many people are going to die because of these general orders. So again, that's the gist of the bill, is to focus these orders on those who have the disease and are at risk of spreading it.
Thank you, Delegate Cole. Now we'll turn to the committee for questions. First in the queue, Delegate Adams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In all deference to and respect to Delegate Cole, I just absolutely take issue. Delegate Cole is not a medical provider, and he's just plain wrong in his description. It is just inaccurate to say that he knows who is and isn't susceptible. Young people are susceptible. We're seeing colleges start to admit people on campus and then have cases run rampant. The idea that somehow it was a bad idea to close businesses and try to flatten the curve is just wrong. And our state has benefited from the decisions of the governor, as we can see in comparison to other states where those actions were not taken. So I just feel like sort of the description of the scenario is inconsistent with science and what we've seen demonstrated throughout the United States and Virginia. And so I take issue with the characterization that he's putting around his bill. And I do want to say that, we're trying to put forth public health strategies that both flatten the curve and decrease the impact on society, because this is more than just a physical health emergency, and people can transmit it without symptoms, and that transmission just needs to fall onto the wrong person. So it's really, really important that people understand that we have to take all precautions, and it can't be stressed enough that if you want kids to go back to school, if you want, businesses to be open, wear a mask, you social distance, do the right thing, step up and be part of the solution. This is so frustrating to have this bogus narrative around a public health crisis. And, I just can't understand why you would characterize your bill in such a way as to state that in some way, that people are not susceptible to this disease. The R naught factor of this disease is greater than the flu. It's greater than other illnesses. This is why it's a problem. Thank you.
Thank you,